Paslay's here at the MusicFest at Steamboat. It's good to see you, Eric.
Good to see you, buddy.
Been a little while.
It's been a minute.
Is this your first time?
First time at the
MusicFest
festival.
Yeah. What'd you think? What was your impressions?
It's cool. I mean, it's awesome to just how many rooms have amazing musicians playing, and you never know, I mean, who's in there and what songs they've written or playing, and who's kind of coming up out of the Texas scene. It's just really cool to see. And, I mean, mainly just see how many people are coming out and supporting music like that.
Well, of course, Eric Paslay's tie-in to the Texas music scene is the big hit that the Eli Young Band had, Even If It Breaks Your Heart. That's one that you penned.
Yeah, I also wrote Everything Has Your Memory with Wade, and Flying, and a bunch of stuff with him. And I'm from Texas, so there you go.
See, fit right in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. How you were a part of a songwriters round in the Grand Ballroom a couple days ago. There was a really unique setup. They had 4 songwriters, yourself, Wade Bowen, Leslie Satcher, Heather Morgan.
Heather Morgan.
Is that right?
Yeah.
But you were right in the middle of the room, so you had people all the way around sitting in chairs, so they were behind you.
Yeah.
What'd you think of that?
I just said it was my good side, you know. I don't know. I mean, in Nashville, it's kind of funny, those writers' rounds. Almost all the first shows I played in Nashville, when you're just trying to be heard and seen, is one of those. Typically, it's not. And like at the Bluebird Cafe, that's really famous from the show. They're just really famous for a lot of people being discovered there, from Garth Brooks to Taylor Swift, Faith Hill, etc. But I had a song recorded by Steven Tyler because of the Bluebird, which is just random anyway. But yeah, typically in the round, and then sometimes they just set up on stage, 4 in a row, and it's kind of cool. You just go, you play a song, I play a song, she plays a song, she plays a song, and it's just I love it because you get to learn what your friends are up to or someone you've never met, and just share stories and share songs and our job is to write a 3-minute movie. It's kind of nice to hear some cliff notes about how it got written or why, and I'm always a fan of that,
As you heard the other writers in that round, Wade and Leslie and Heather, I mean, what were you thinking? What was going through your mind?
I mean, I loved that Wade was playing he was just telling stories I already knew because I was there, but he was playing a bunch of songs we'd written. We go down to Waco to their ranch there and write a bunch of songs for them a lot of times, and I love it. I love being able to go out 2, 3, 4 days, write with an artist, and it might be a project I do if they don't cut it or whatever. And Heather's an artist too. Leslie's an artist. We're all writer-artists kind of in that scene, but it's just kind of fun where you don't just write one song like we do in Nashville. It's because we'll have an idea while we're writing a song, be like, well, we'll write that next time in 8 months from now when it's done. It doesn't want to be written.
What was the longest time it ever took you to write a song?
I don't know. I mean, I've had ideas for years. I still have a couple ideas. I mean, idea can't be copywritten, so I don't tell anybody what it is. But it's just kind of in here and in here. I've yet to write it because I don't want to mess it up. But typically, I mean, I don't know. There's one song I did called Deep As It Is Wide. I probably took about 5 or 6 months of rewriting it. I was younger, but I've recorded it. Amy Grant, Sheryl Crow, and I recorded it together, and it was just kind of, I didn't want to mess that one up. The hard ones are the really great ideas are hard to write because you don't want to mess them up too bad. And then you get lucky and a great idea falls out of the sky like some other hits, like Even Breaks Your Heart,
Some just come together quickly. Eric Paslay joins us here at the MusicFest at Steamboat. I know you keep busy on the road still.
Yeah,
what do you got going on in 2025?
Man, I'm always on the road. I'll be in Europe. I know. I'll be. I mean, heck, we were just out here at the Hayden Rodeo a few months back. So I mean, they booked me. I'm there. So always check out the calendar because I'm always touring around the world, playing shows and always writing for whoever the song needs to be written for that day, and typically it's just write a great song and it'll land where it's supposed to.
What are the biggest differences in playing to like a European crowd as opposed to here stateside?
In the stateside, it's interesting. All my buddies, we're all taught how to listen. I'll say that, and because we are. What room are you in? Do you cross your arms and act like you don't like it, even though you do? Do you dance the whole time? Do you line dance? Are you completely quiet? And then you're like, oh gosh, they hate me, and at the end they explode. That's in Europe. But I always say my buddies in Europe that have bands, they want to come to America because the show is a party here. Mm-hmm. Like everyone is yell talking half the time. And then when the famous song comes on, maybe listen a little more, just scream, which is cool. But it's hard to play a new song in those rooms a lot. So you just have to learn, what show that's for. And then, and then all of us, the writer side of us want to go to Europe because a concert or a show there's a concert. So I mean, here it's a party, there it's a concert. They really listen intensely in Europe, and they want to know the brand new songs more. I've had more people say like, play new songs for us, man. We can hear your famous songs on our radio all the time. I can hear that all the time. Push play in my car. Give me a new one. And I'm serious. So it's just a different way of learning how to listen to music, but also I'm going deeper. And my theory is, in Europe, BBC is the radio station. So it's, if you want country music, you got 2 hours of it a week with Bob Harris. And in America, we have, I mean, you can find 5 country stations, so you only listen to country. So all you hear is number one. So number one, number one, number one. So when you only get 2 hours, you got to go search for yourself. So if someone comes to town, they actually download all my records and know all my songs. They're like yelling out songs I don't even know how to play. So it's just a different experience, and it's refreshing creatively, and also just it's like 4,000 songs or something. You know, it's like y'all know maybe 10 of them, and it's just a good reminder of people do love songs even if they're not famous, you know. And I said that before we sat down. I was just talking to other artists and the algorithm, TikTok, all that world. My hope is a song has forever to be heard, you know. And literally right now as I'm talking, my Perfect Stranger record or Nice Guy album could have just somehow gotten fed to 1 billion people, and now I'm out of nowhere again.
I hope it happens.
Oh, it will.
Yeah,
it will.
Like you said, you just got to
or
be
they'll
there.
redo the algorithm, Bob.
Who knows?
But regardless, this is. I mean, my favorite part is playing live, you know, and playing the songs I've written for other people and for myself.
I couldn't help but think about you were talking about the European audience and the differences. You almost get both sides of it at this festival.
You do.
Because you have the Dung Beetle or the session that you played in that was very much about the song.
Yeah.
And people being quiet, listening to every word.
Yeah.
And then you got the party atmosphere over there at the big tent.
Absolutely. Yeah. And honestly, that's all of America. I mean, it just depends on the room you're playing, you know, but with all the honky-tonks that I've been playing over the years, you know, it's fun. Yeah. It's fun. And then there are times you go to Europe and you're just like, man, I kind of just want people to throw a beer bottle or something once in a while. But it's fun.
Eric Paslay joins us. It's good to catch up with you. I'm glad you were here as we come to you from the MusicFest at Steamboat in Steamboat Springs, Colorado. I'm Adam Smith.
And I'm Eric Paslay. Until next time.